An open letter to my father, May 28th, 2015. To my father, happy birth anniversary to you, sir. Today symbolizes your 71st turn around the sun in the physical realm. I first want to apologize to you for who I thought I needed to be with you. Since your physical transition, I find myself struggling with the notion of not really knowing you. I knew of you, but I didn't allow myself to really get to know you. Receiving your fathership, love, and guidance was a foreign concept with me because I always felt you never invested enough time with me. Being raised primarily by a mother did not prepare me with the skill set, especially after my concocted story of who I thought you were. I formulated a story about you many years ago, and you absolutely had no chance of acting outside the script I wrote for you. When I became old enough and mature enough, I still found myself without the transferable skills to embrace you like I had for mom. I obviously get the distinction, but because I rehearsed my way of being regarding you my entire life, no learning took place. We all know that learning takes place as a result of a significant relationship. I didn't realize your significance. I am sorry for allowing myself to live out my concocted story and never really allowing you to get close. I knew your struggles coming up, and secretly, I always admired your strength, your charisma, your focus, and your tons of manners and ideas. I hated the fact that I lied to myself with the strong convince that you weren't there, and that if you had been there in the manner I thought sufficed, things for me would have been a lot different, a lot easier. Back in December 2013, after I returned to Chicago to share in your memorial services, I heard a loud voice within me which told me to stay at your house. During the week at your place, I went through all of your things, and as I looked through all of your photos and photo albums, I realized something absolutely embarrassing and painful. I realized that you were there for me, for us. You didn't make all the engagements, but you made the ones which really counted and more. You made the graduations. You made the Little League games. You made the school assemblies. You made the birthday gatherings. You made the birth of the grandchildren. You made most. But because you weren't there on the daily, I discounted your existence. Of course, unless I needed something from you. My outdated, mastered story about your beingness in my life disallowed me to remember those times. I apologize to myself and to you, Dad. I forgive myself and I forgive you, Dad. Since the years of your physical transition, I learned tons of things about myself. I wish I could say that I am just like you, but that's simply not true. I am not half the man you were. I am not half the father you were. I am not half the champion you were. I am not half the giver you were. I am getting there. And I thank you for allowing this to happen for me. You see, Dad, with your physical representation still available, I would have continued to use you for my pain. I would have continued to blame you not for my blind spots, shortcomings. Let me read that over again. I'm getting emotional just reading this. All right, here we go. I would have continued to blame you for my blind spots, shortcomings, child rearing, marital challenges, and much more. I get you. I really do. I am also starting to get me. I love how you continue to show up, even in my life, until you passed on in December 2013. We hadn't spoken for more than 6 months, but you continued to call, leave messages and texts. I never replied. After Mom's passing, I reenacted my childhood story about you as I've always done. I came up with the crazy idea of trying to make you pay for Mom's physical death and the made-up story of you not being there. I've suffered a great deal, I am much better, and I embrace it all. I thank the creative intelligence for allowing us to choose one another. I am grateful for your existence, and I hope you will continue to guide me as you've always had. Believe it or not, I took tons of information from your sharing, and some of my greatest achievements and successes were due to your guidance and your questions. What I really loved about you, Dad, is that you always allowed me to be me. You always allowed me to remain stubborn, arrogant, emotional, and sometimes downright disrespectful. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I see us. Not you, not me, but us. As I struggle with parenting, marriage, and other major areas in my life on occasion, I remember when you used to always say, just keep showing up. I always do. Some of my greatest choices, although they're painful, were with your guidance. You always believed in me. It was you who encouraged me to stay at Murray Language Academy way back in 1979 when we moved back with Mom in the South Shore area as opposed to transferring to the local neighborhood school. It was you who encouraged me to study Japanese for 9 years, from 3rd grade until junior year in high school. It was you who hooked me up with the CTA bus driving summer position when I came home for college so that I could stack some money to return. It was you who encouraged me and dropped me off at Iowa State University, even though I had already had plans to attend Clark Atlanta University. It was you who questioned me before my first marriage with the simple but profound question of which I've never forgot. I didn't get it then. I paid dearly in a number of ways, but I get it. I get it. I get you. Rest in the multiverses, Mr. Jasper. Please continue to look after me. I hope and pray that all of my children will one day get, accept, forgive, and embrace me completely. With gratitude, your son, Kurt.